Righty, next place to go. Courier's calling. Twaha at Port Mage. Yeah, I remember Port Mage. I've been there once or twice. Sorry about the famine, guys, but I've got letters to deliver. 64. 99% Island Amawa, 1% Wharf. Nice.
Oh, drop a good spice from wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, drop a good spice from wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, drop a good spice from wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old Ferris wheel along. We'll roll the old Ferris wheel along. We'll roll the old Ferris wheel along. And we'll all hang on behind. And a bowl of harness too wouldn't do us any.
Tavern. We picked the right island to get marooned on.
Oh, yeah? We're not here for that, though.
You think it's smart, giving the Juan all these guns?
Why not?
Well, they might use them.
On each other, most likely.
Alrighty. You don't have much faith in the Juana, I guess. Oh, there he is. Twaha!
It's not right. I came here on the first ship. Why does an islander get paid the same as I?
They're bigger than you, and they haul cargo without whining about it.
It's not right.
Brother. And Amawa clutches the hilt of a long saber sheathed at her belt, her attention moving among the passers-by without ever settling anywhere for long. She stands as motionless and watchful as an owl. She turns to Maya and flinches, shaking her head suddenly.
Been a while, Twaha. You're looking healthy.
Maya attempts an easy shrug, but it comes off looking forced.
Don't say my name. Is he still here?
Twaha hisses each word under her breath. She tips her head to indicate just over her shoulder. See if anything's dead. Oh. The occasional pedestrian crosses your view, but everyone seems to be going about their business without tarrying for long. Just as you decide to give up, a passing Juana raises his eyes from scribbling on a page of notes. He pockets the parchment and steps back into the obscurity of the crowd. The gesture is innocuous enough, but the speed and ease of it leaves you in doubt.
You saw that too, right?
Maya nods.
Well,
Twaha addresses you through clenched teeth. I mean, we grabbed someone's attention, that's for sure.
I knew it.
Her grip on the saber tightens.
Who's your shadow? I'll string him up by his thumbs before he lays a hand on you.
By his thumbs?
Well, he's obviously not one of ours. Unless Atsuris sent someone to monitor me. Must be working for the other side.
Twaha aims an anxious glance in your direction. He looks Juana to me. I don't know if he works for Valia.
Twaha, I'm getting you out of this. We've pulled each other out of worse snags.
Maya pats Twaha on the arm and attempt at encouragement that only causes her to flinch.
Easy to say when it's in the past. This stalker is relentless, and he is always watching.
Twaha rubs her palms together. What happened last time?
Complications. But that was a long time ago.
Maya shares a knowing look with Twaha.
No need to relive ancient history.
Right. Well, what can you tell me about whoever is following you?
He's Juana. Average height. And I've caught him scribbling on a sheaf of notes.
Yup.
Like any good tale, he's indistinguishable from anyone else wandering around Port Mage. Probably why they picked him for the job.
Twaha's lips curl. I guess, what are you doing that makes him so curious?
Company business.
Maya and Twaha blink as they say it at the same time.
Company business.
Twaha clears her throat into her fist. I mean, should we help? Like, help Maya? Like, it's just a letter. I don't know. I guess let's go talk to him.
Sit tight and I'll get this sorted out. Whatever happens, he won't bother you again. Just try not casual.
Maya gives her an encouraging shrug.
I will stand perfectly still and fill my heart with the words of our national anthem.
Twaha nods, resolute. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Big nationalist fellow there. Just over your shoulder, huh? And the crowd is definitely here.
Fresh faster, you lot. Let's get off this rock.
Here's a Raparu. Do I need to be like sneaky?
What say, you need something?
And this unassuming Amawa turns to you with a smile. Waru. Sniffing, Maya passes you a subtle nod.
That goes for you or your fetching friend.
He smiles at Maya, winking. What are you doing?
I am getting some air.
He gestures to the surrounding port with both hands, smiling all the while.
Likely story.
Maya folds her arms and studies him.
Do we have a problem, friend?
He glances from Maya back to you. Well, I don't know if I want to intimidate him. Just be a little deceptive, I guess. Listen to me. You're being followed. He pales, glancing left and right with alarm.
No one told me to expect you. There are proper channels to discuss this.
His whisper lowers to an urgent hiss. Need to work on the cloak and dagger routine some more. His lips press together and his hand strays towards his weapon.
Who are you? Do not waste your lies.
His eyes move up and down over your body in a calculating manner. All that matters is that your mission is over.
And you have this one chance to decide if you want your retirement to be boring or interesting. I vote interesting.
Maya raises her brow and waits. Something in Maya's tone hits him, and he regards her under a brow furrowed with deep disapproval.
Juana who conspire against their people. They are a blight on our future. You are more cancerous than any trading company.
He looks Maya up and down, shaking his head.
Tell us who sent you or I'll have the hide scoured from your back.
Maya grimaces, drawing her breath in a low hiss.
You are all coldness and hunger, the teachings of your tribe, the tradition. None of it lives on in you.
He begins to draw his weapon, his expression a mask of sorrow. She's trying to save your life, which is more than you're doing. He stills the movement of his hand, eyeing both you and Maya with deliberate slowness and consideration. Think about it, bud. There's 6 of us and 1 of you.
If I turn and go, you will not shoot me in the back?
His brow crinkles with a meager hint of worry and self-preservation. Get out of here. You never saw anything. Not Twaha, and not us.
As you say.
He nods, taking a last look at Port Mache before turning his attention to the closest available ship. There we go. Okay, we found him, finally. He was unassuming. He's a pretty good spy.
Is he dead? Or must I handle everything myself?
Twaha crosses her arms and waits. You don't have to worry about your tail any longer.
Is this so?
Twaha blinks, saving any hope for when she hears it from Maya.
We took care of it, just like I said we would.
Winking, Maya holds out Atsura's missives. Twaha snatches the papers away with a blur. Glancing over the pages, Twaha licks her thumb to turn each sheet. She nods, muttering under her breath.
Everything seems to be in order. I'll see to it that these are addressed in good time.
The edge of her mouth creeps up into a smile. Well, let's be off, I suppose.
We should be going. It's been an absolute delight.
Maya clasps her hand, but Twaha winces at the contact. Jeez, Maya, did you, rough up this poor girl?
That's enough of that, soldier. Atsura will know your performance was adequate.
She pulls back, wiping down her palm. Like, is that where you got this scar from? From Maya here?
And you, Watcher. Rawatai thanks you for your service.
She bows stiffly.
I need to check in with Atsura. Mind if we take a detour to the Brass Citadel?
Maya raises her brow. Suppose we can get there, huh? I take it.
Something like that. Atsura probably wants to make sure I'm not wasting too many resources on his little errand. Nothing to worry about.
Maya shrugs, gesturing to be off. You also have some things you want to talk about, I see. But since there's spies about, we could do it on the boat.
I can tell that something's on your mind, and I owe you an explanation.
Maya nods, tipping up her chin and steeling herself.
Twaha is eccentric, I know. Even in the Navy, I never knew what to make of her. You might be asking yourself why one of the tribals would be stalking her, and if that has anything to do with our little mission.
The thought crossed my mind.
I won't insult your intelligence. Of course it does. Atsura is doing important work in the Deadfire. He's bringing peace, order, bounty. Not everyone sees it that way, so he has to keep his intentions quiet. I know the secrecy doesn't look good, but I can promise you that this is for a better Deadfire.
I mean, is there anything else you're not telling me?
Yes, of course there is, and plenty else besides. You think Atsura tells me everything?
I suppose. But he's, your superior and all that, and like, I kind of am too.
Whatever he has planned for the Deadfire, I'm only a small part of it. But I still need to protect my part. For what it's worth,
Suppose it's
you're
all.
doing a great thing for the Deadfire. You'll see that someday.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll get to Nekataka.
And a bowl of Juana stew wouldn't do us any harm. And a bowl of Juana stew wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old Paris wheel along. We'll roll the old Paris wheel along. We'll roll the old Paris wheel along. And we'll all hang on.
Oh, you hear someone call out for your attention. You're wandering through the streets when a man approaches you, cutting through the crowd. You've never seen him, but the look in his eyes suggests that he recognizes you. Watcher, let me through. A meadowfolk man emerges from the crowd, red-faced and wild-haired. He pays no mind to the irritated pedestrians glowering at him. His bright eyes are fixed on you. You're looking... Oh wait, it says Jyoti. You're looking fervent as always, Latharn. Jyoti juts her jaw in a brusque greeting. In response, the missionary puffs out a breath. Suppose that was a compliment coming from you. Indeed, I strive to follow the light. And godliness. Of course it was. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Jyoti's words speak to innocence, but her grin is too rough, too wolfish. Then allow me to return the gesture. I'd say you seem darker than usual, Harvester. It shrouds you. All that death and heresy. Reckon I'll hold my tongue from now on. Jyoti immediately bristles. Maybe that was Latharn said the second thing. Ignoring her hard scowl, Latharn resettles his gaze on you. You're the one what saw the miracle. When Aethys rose at Cad Nua, awe and conviction quivered in his voice. That Latharn, yeah, Hasango, just before Aethys left. I knew it. Our paths were meant to cross. Our people talk highly of you. It's no wonder Aethys chose you to witness his return. That's why I'm hoping you can help. The tiniest flicker of doubt dances across his face. He banishes it with a deep breath and launches into his tale. I've been having strange dreams. A wheel that spins and spins. An orchard of Kawiki trees, each grown from the fallen fruit of the last. He scratches at his whiskered chin. Then the spokes of the wheel break apart. The trees stop growing. Fruit falls and rots until the ground is covered with festering, stinking pulp. I mean, like, I have strange nightmares as well. Why are you telling me this? He takes a deep breath. In the dreams, I also see you at the center of the wheel, in the middle of the orchard. You were there when Aethys rose, and you seem to follow every place he's been. He works his mouth into a fretful pout as he gets to the crux of his concerns. Aethys has always meant rebirth and redemption. But so much death follows in his wake, both in the Saints' War and now here, again. His wide eyes are full of questions. Is this what I sound like? Eder gives you a guilty grimace. He turns toward Latharn. Friend, I'd love to buy you a drink if it'd help. He shakes his head, the anxiety mounting behind his eyes. I need to know what this means. Please. Brother, I don't know what to tell you. There are no easy answers. Why people followed Aethys to war once. I wonder sometimes if we failed him when we lost. Or if we did that the moment we laid hand to blade. Please, you've seen more than anyone. You've got to have some idea what it all means, and how we make sense of it. Oh, good God. These are the Wraith Sarens. They're not... So I don't mean to, piss on their nationality and all that, but they're not known for their intelligence. They like to follow the gods for everything. Oh, goodness, okay. Don't rely on custom to drive your faith, or you'll make the same mistakes as before. Sounds downright sensible when you put it that way. Lathan nods, letting this sink in. I won't keep you, but you've given me a lot of time to think about. Or a lot to think about. Thank you. He turns away and allows himself to melt into the crowd. Well, I want to go to the Brass Citadel. Thank you. No voice acting? Maya scratches at the back of her head.
This is where we part ways. For the moment.
What's going on, Maya?
Atsura will want me to report in alone. Sorry, it's company business.
Alright.
I might not be back for a few days on account of this.
Maya chews the inside of her cheek and reaches into her pack. She produces a sealed missive.
I'm supposed to handle this one alone. I won't ask you to come along or get involved.
At first, it seems like she's looking down at Ishiza, in fact. Maya's looking down at her feet. Okay. I assume you'll find your own way back?
Shouldn't be a problem. You leave a messy trail in your wake.
Maya grins at you, winking.
Hey, farm boy. Try to keep the captain entertained while I'm gone.
She nods to Eder.
Well, take care, Ishi. Expect to see you both back with us.
Go have fun. Chase a god, save an island. Do what you do best, Captain.
She nods encouragingly. And you try not to get yourself killed.
Awfully sentimental of you to suggest it. I'll do my best.
She nods to you, holding your gaze for an extra moment before she clicks her tongue to summon Ishiza.
Did I tell you? You were in my dreams last night, Watcher.
That's
you
scary.
were on your knees before my god.
Oh, God.
And I couldn't stop screaming.
Is that all? Man, what a terrifying dream you have. What do they got here anyways? Offices. Command. Powder house. Sounds explosive. Gunsmithy. Well, there's no real reason for me to be here. But didn't, Okay. Eder is looking for a friend. Somebody among the Children of the Dawn Stars probably knows her. So I guess we head up to the Sacred Stair. That's where they got holy stuff.
So you defeated this ship-devouring beast all by yourself?
I'm telling you, you just have to aim for the eyes.
What, take down a Kraken? I've done that once. Wonder who we go and talk to.
So it is you. I could not think of a reason why your ghost should haunt the Deadfire, save to haunt me. And that smacks of arrogance.
Edaric smiles crookedly at you, something which causes the soldier beside him to regard you with bemused curiosity. Were you that guy I found in the White March?
Sister.
Edaric turns towards Jyoti, bowing his head. Blushing, Jyoti tries not to preen. Edaric gestures and the soldier turns away. He steps in closer towards you, as if to share a conspiratorial whisper. But you notice that he is looking elsewhere, behind you, around you.
And why do these spirits follow you? More blood on your hands? We were never friends, I know, but when they told me your keep was destroyed, I was sorry to think that you were dead.
Well, kind of was, you know?
The gods have a purpose for you. That much has always been clear.
Edaric seems to be speaking entirely in earnest. There is a trace of envy in his voice.
When the priest spoke of Aethys' return, I volunteered to come, along with a few of my men. I think the Morning Council was content to have me out of the way. That's putting it all very simply. But then, I suspect few of us have simple reasons for coming to the Deadfire.
He regards you expectantly. Well, I'm just tracking down Aethys, you know?
So, his appearance has renewed your faith as well. I think for once I am content to wait. If our God wishes to speak with us, wishes anything of us, he will give us a sign. The priests pray daily for it.
Okay. Why you're so devoted to a jumped-up Penguithan, I'll never know.
Watcher.
Edaric raises a hand to his temple, looking stricken. He shakes his head rather than continue. I guess I'll just leave you to it. Edaric.
Take care, and may the shining God light your way.
Don't know if he'd have much. Word
God
10?
hears your prayers.
Maybe?
Surely as I do.
I can't believe it. Is that really you?
Solid meals and decent sleep have filled Wertan's lean frame out somewhat, but the man retains a fox-like aspect around the face. He greets you with an indecisive smile, unsure of whether to be nervous or pleased. Goodness, everyone knows me, huh? I'm the Watcher Cadnua.
And Eder, you made it out of Gilded Vale for good then. I'm glad.
Were you someone in Gilded Vale?
A lot more might have made it out if you hadn't left them for dead.
Ooh, Eder's fists clench and unclench several times.
I haven't forgotten. It's why I'm here, Eder.
Wertan doesn't meet Eder's eyes. It takes visible effort for him to meet yours. I don't know if I should say that. Been seeing lots of old faces lately.
Here that comes with the job. You being a watcher, I mean.
Wertan grins sheepishly, then ducks his head.
I've been helping out here with the Dawn Stars, handing out food, mostly, or delivering supplies. Not so different from Gilded Vale, maybe. Took some getting used to, working shoulder to shoulder with Raid Sarens, but it's not so hard as you'd think. Feels like I'm on the right path, toward a little piece of redemption, maybe.
Okay, well, good luck.
Doing my best, Lord.
Hortan smiles and inclines his head in a bow. Are you one of my serfs?
Hungry? Come on up. Don't be shy.
Oh, food? I don't. How about Nordegand? Is this another person I know?
Here for a meal? Just get in line, dear. Ain't no trick to it.
Hey, there's a lady I'm looking for.
Ah, here we go.
Came from Deerwood.
Eder waves a hand in the old woman's face as though expecting cataracts she does not appear to have.
Short, got a bad temper. It goes by Alava Mazzy. Heard of her?
I know an Alava, but that ain't a surname.
Ooh. She may have moved on, Eder.
No.
Eder's jaw shifts sideways to gnaw on his pipe stem.
Not real warm, that one. Stop by unannounced, you get a pistol up your nose when she answers the door.
That... It almost sounds as though it's the speech of my people. I imagine settlers have to keep their guard up out here.
Yeah, that's her. So, she's living with her, husband, then?
Not that I noticed.
Eder exhales a surprising amount of air.
Huh. Must be laying low.
Just that boy of hers.
Oh, she's got a kid. Eder's body goes perfectly still. It seems to waver in the breeze.
She's got a son? How old would you say? Like a little boy?
Groaning, Jyoti pulls her hair forward over her face as if she can hide from the moment.
I'd be happy to help you with the math.
Something the matter? I just play stupid.
Nah, just curious.
Eder's grip on his pipe has caused the color to drain from his knuckles.
Oh, I couldn't say. It's been years. He must be a young man by now.
Ooh.
Wow, that's something. Well, thanks for your help.
Don't you want to know where to find her?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
She's in Hasongo, last I heard. Got a little plot of land out there.
Hey, we met a young fella out there. Kinda reminded me of Alava. He said he didn't know her. Why would he lie?
That is strange. Why would he lie? What is an abandoned cat over here? Come here, Pushkin. Frau Niels. Though weathered and aged, this tree is dotted with buds and nascent branches indicating new growth. What's over here? The Descent, it looks like. I'm not taking it. I'll just get going to Hasongo, I guess.
You know how I've been saying there's nothing more important to me than us freeing you from Bereth's bonds?
Okay.
Well, I meant that. I did.
Eder's breath lingers in his chest and his mouth hangs ajar, throwing his statement into immediate doubt.
But there's this other thing I need to see about. On the way, like. I was gonna tell you.
I feel like on a journey full of obstacles, what's one more?
I don't see it like an obstacle. Well, not unless she's mad. She might be mad.
Yeah.
This woman, well, love's not the right word. But she was something to me once, back in Gilded Vale.
He pauses. And you think you might be able to reconnect.
When I was mayor of Deerford, I had this vision of what I wanted it to look like. It was gonna be what Gilded Vale was, before the legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And in some ways it got there. I was proud of that. But it didn't feel like I thought it would. Come to realize there was someone I needed to show it to.
Ah.
Ilava. Well, she'd have been about the last person left in Deerwood who'd have seen what I made and understood. Last I saw her, she was going to New Hayamar. Went looking for her there, only to find that she'd left a long time ago. Anyway, I don't expect you to understand. But I gotta know she ended up all right.
Yeah, it sounded like she ended up with a son.
Yeah, that's something. Coming out of Deerwood during that time.
Mm-hmm.
When I knew her, she had another little boy. Just a baby. But thought the legacy deprived him of a proper life. I never found out what happened to him. But with the Hollowborn, you didn't have to ask. Guess he got a brother, though.
Eder falls quiet, blinking several times before noting your continued presence. You sure you want to know where this leads?
No, but I don't see a way to let this go. Least a way's not now. Last time I saw Alava, we got friendly. Now she's got a son.
Eder's shrug is rigid. His smile at least half wince. Well, let's get moving then.
Being so far removed from the rest of your order?
You gonna call me heretical too?
Of course not. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to pry.
I didn't mean to jump on you. I'm just used to being called names.
It's all right. I understand the feeling.
Okay. And let's leave the city by sea. Man, what a long walk. 4 hours and 32 minutes. Big town! Big town!
Oh, a stolen chest appears, wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a stolen chest appears, wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a stolen chest appears, wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind.
Alright, where's that boy? Baron? Is that him?
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor. Are you looking for survivors?
Unlike the other survivors you've seen, this young man, despite a haggard look and a set of dirt-smeared, tattered clothes, wears a calm face and speaks with a steady voice. Yes, actually, my friend is looking for someone we were told might live around here.
A short lady, about my age, came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see, freckles, braids, usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you, face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
The young man's face remains smooth, betraying neither surprise nor interest. We're in the right place. You must know her. She has a son about your age.
You gotta be her son. Got her nose and her freckles.
You don't have to be so on the nose, Eder.
You don't have to lie to me, kid. I'm a friend of your mother's. She hiding from someone? Maybe an ex-lover who gave her the best night of her life?
You are protecting her. We understand.
No, I misspoke.
Forget it. Just tell me something. Your father, you know him?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Relax. Eder's a good man. He likes animals.
Lions, bats, and Orleans, to name a few.
Bayer nods without a hint of humor or personality.
Yes, I knew my father when I was very young. He was a man of strong faith.
Have to be. You get Alava mad, you need a god on your side for protection.
He was lost to us during the purges, which was how we came to flee here.
So you met him?
Bayer nods slowly.
Well, that's great. You had a dad.
A moment passes with Eder staring at Baron with a strange, undulating grimace drawn back across his face. He clears his throat.
Where's your mother now? Got a lot of catching up to do.
My mother is with Aethys.
Yikes. There's a trace of a smile that seems to come with his last word. Eder appears confused. Meaning what exactly?
She passed the veil a few years ago. A flu.
Eder's jaw slackens.
It's possible her soul has taken a new body by now. But if she was truly blessed, she marches instead beside the shining god.
The boy's hinted smile brightens, his eyes far away. Eder's face has gone scarlet beneath his farmer's tan. His nostrils pulsate with each heavy breath.
You lied to us. Said you didn't know her. Expect me to believe this now?
He takes a short step toward Baron, who takes 2 steps backwards. It does look like he might be alone here. I don't think you need to be too harsh.
Well, he hides his grief pretty well, doesn't he?
Eder stares the boy down, then turns away with a grunt and a not-worth-it gesture.
I'm not lying. She's buried on the other side of that hill.
He points northward.
How could she be gone?
Don't be troubled by her passing. All souls that march with Aethys receive his warmth and light.
Eder scowls. You seem confident in a god who's causing a lot of destruction.
You can't build on broken foundations. Real change needs destruction.
Yikes.
I trust my God knows better than I do. He knows truths I'll never learn.
Maybe.
And got that right.
I was once lost. I struggled as you do now. But the partisans of the lighted path have restored my faith in Aethys.
At this, Eder looks up at Bjorn.
What greater honor than to march in his vanguard?
Who are the partisans of the lighted path?
We began as children of the Dawnstars, separated from each other as we questioned our purpose. But then Aethys granted a vision to Gadarian Bosch. Bosch saw an illuminated path lighten the way through a black abyss.
The words fall from his mouth bulky and awkward, as though someone else had stuffed them there.
And he saw Aethys marching on the path, and Aethys bade him to march alongside.
Not quite how I've been seeing it, but everyone's open to their own interpretations.
My interpretation, he's actually talking to me.
And the Shining God told Gadarian Bosch to gather an army of the god's truest followers, and to prepare to lead it into battle.
You'd think after getting blown up, he'd slow down on the battling.
Who does Aethys intend to battle?
We don't know. The end of the path hasn't been revealed to Gadarian Bosch yet. But to the faithful, shouldn't matter.
Has this Bosch shown proof of his visions?
Aethys himself has appeared in Deadfire in the form Gadarian Bosch foretold. That's more proof than any of his faithful could ever ask.
Really?
What fortune to be given this opportunity, to know our God in the living world.
Why did you lie to us about knowing Alafa?
Gadarian Bosch warned us. Those outside the partisans may ridicule us and test our faith.
Uh-huh.
Especially our old families and others close to them. We've learned it's best to keep to ourselves and those with open minds, which relations and friends mostly aren't.
What? Eder, did you get what you needed here? Eder takes a deep breath. He looks around, then at Bairn. He nods, tight-lipped.
We can go.
And we'll be going.
Hey, kid. What was your name again?
Bairn.
Right. This lighted path fella, Bosch. Sounds interesting. There's some way I can meet him?
He's usually on the move, rallying followers. But the partisans of the lighted path often gather in the temple of Aethys in Neketaka.
You mean Dagon? I didn't see one of Aethys.
I am soon to go there myself, in fact. There's an adherent there, Ogna, who initiates new partisans. No doubt she'd be pleased to help you. Aethys needs able soldiers, even in their elder years.
Eder spits.
You should consider what Ogna has to say. It might speak to you.
Can't believe he'd call Eder old.
Farewell.
Well, we've almost got our answers. And with that, you've a very helpful episode of Pillars of Eternity 2, where we went round and aiding Maya and her spy allies with dealing with their Rawatayan business, whatnot. And now we're on the path to helping Eder find his, once lover, I suppose. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another. This is Master Barkle from Bright Helm Recording, signing off. Well, I must say, well met there, traveler. I see you following in the wake of the Watcher. And you should probably leave a like on this video and comment down below your favorite parts about him. And you'd best zip your lip on all the bad parts that he's done in the past. He's on his road to redemption, potato chip.